You know, here we are, the waterfront at Port Orchard, with the most beautiful gym in the city, Dude's Donuts. I've been hearing about this all over the peninsula.
Well, the whole thing about dudes reminds me of my time in Southern California on the beach, and it's, hey, dude, let's get our board shorts on and hit the waves. But here we're Old Town, too. Walk that way, and all these old buildings.
Walk a block that way, and you're in the naval shipyards.
Yeah, it's an area has so many different avenues of business, and where you can see the locals come in and get wonderful donuts, wonderful baked donuts.
Well, and it's accessible too. I mean, look at this. We've got plenty of parking.
Right.
I mean, usually on the waterfront, it's
tight.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here, man. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's do it. Cowabunga.
Hi, Matt. It's so good to meet you.
So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you both. Nice to meet you both.
So many wonderful things about your bakery, and I love donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? I mean, they've been around since the Roman times.
Right.
I did research. The first written recipe for a donut was in 1483. That's
kidding.
before Columbus even stumbled across the Americas. Yeah. So, been around a long time, but you bring something new to it. What makes your donuts different?
Well, one of the biggest differences is they are plant-based and they're also gluten-free.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. There's a lot of people that appreciate that.
Yeah, and we really like to pride ourselves also in using all-natural ingredients as well. So, you know, the jams that we use are no high fructose corn syrup. The sprinkles are no dyes or dye-free. And even something as simple as powdered sugar. Yes, there's sugar in them, but but even that, you know, a lot of that is processed with bone char, and these are not. So it's actually true vegan powdered sugar. So
there aren't a lot of options out there.
No, there aren't.
Yeah. Well, I imagine that you're in pretty good demand. You have a wholesale business too, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of the main driver here. Actually, is how it actually all came together.
Well, tell us about it. How did you start?
Sure. So it wasn't us that started it, actually. It was Easton Shepherd.
Okay.
He had started it. It was 2019. And he was actually just going to farmers markets. And they weren't also gluten-free. They were just vegan donuts. And he was getting a lot of feedback from people saying, could you also make this gluten-free? So he went back to the recipes and worked something out and came up with what we have here today. And people were just baffled, and they were like, dude, these are great. And that's how it got the name Dude's Donuts, from people reacting to that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so how we came involved at Pegasus Coffee on our main cafe on Bainbridge, we were sourcing them.
Everybody knows you guys on Bainbridge. Pegasus?
Yeah, we've been there for quite a while, since '79. Yeah, and the roastery is there as well. And so we were sourcing them as a wholesale account, and I mean, we couldn't keep them on the shelf. They were just flying, and then eventually Easton just got burnt out doing everything by himself. And
I imagine you didn't have a beautiful kitchen at that time like you have now.
Correct. Yeah. So, and we even when we took over, we had contemplated moving everything to Bainbridge, but then we realized, nope, we need a dedicated gluten-free kitchen.
Yeah.
So we just kept it here. So that way, you know, people with celiacs could really have our donuts without any issue. So, and that was really important to us.
As it is to anybody with celiac.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, I understand your donuts taste wonderful. They're not wonderful for gluten-free. They're wonderful, but that's the last part of our show. So why don't we take a look at your donuts here?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about them.
Absolutely. So in the cafe here, we usually do a couple of special, unique flavors that the other wholesale accounts don't get. So in this case, we have the chocolate churro because we have regular churro. We have the chocolate on chocolate because we get a lot of requests for that, and the chocolate version of the Homer donut. So these are all...
Those are beautiful for not having artificial dyes and that stuff.
Isn't it incredible?
I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's incredible. And actually, this is a local company for the sprinkles. It's India Tree. India Tree. They're in Seattle.
Tree.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yep.
And what do we have
And
here?
so now we have, this is the Joy.
Almond
Similar to an Almond Joy. We just can't
I like it.
say that name.
Of course. But I see almonds.
But yeah, so this is the one. So typically within our lineup of donuts, we have one chocolate cake based donut, just because most people prefer the vanilla. But yeah, this one is really, really delightful with the toasted coconut, and then the almond drizzle. It's wonderful. It's really wonderful.
Can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Sure.
The vanilla hibiscus here.
Hibiscus.
Yeah, this one is also really lovely. A lot of hibiscus tea is steeped to give it that color. Actually, no dyes in there. It's just hibiscus tea that's been steeped. Really, really tasty.
These are hard. I mean, seriously, you could frame one of those, put it on the wall.
Right.
Beautiful.
And every single one of these is hand decorated, hand piped into a mold. These are baked; they're not fried. Also, so they're a little bit better for you. They're a little healthier. I mean, sure, there's sugar involved, but
Now, how did you develop all these different recipes?
that was something that Easton basically had a book of different recipes all made up and stuff. And so when we purchased, the company, we had the rights to that, and we have tweaked a few things here and there too, just to find out as we started rolling them out to wholesale customers and realizing like there was a demand for certain flavors or things, we kind of tweaked it and we found what sold and,
That's
made more of those. And yeah. So, and there's some exciting flavors in July. Maybe we can get into that
I'd love
in a little bit.
Like pistachio.
This is honestly one of my favorite, the lime pistachio here.
Lime pistachio.
Yeah, the lime, that citrus just really, really pops in the glaze. And then the pistachio just really gives it that nice little crumble and crunch. And yeah,
I can't help but notice that American donuts are famous for the line that goes around it from when they fry it on one side and then on the other. And you almost have a line too, but not fried.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, it's just where it's sitting in the donut mold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. As it's rising, as it's baking. The Grandma Ann here, this is a kind of a staple flavor of ours. We do 3 seasonals that rotate out each month.
Good.
And then these next 3 are the originals that we keep all the time. This is a Earl Grey tea glaze with strawberry jam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we discovered you.
Yeah, it's a tasty one for sure. Yeah, and it's funny. A lot of people have their specific favorites, and are excited when a donut comes back. Lemon Poppy is another one that we do that I think we'll have in August. But that's another one that people ask about a lot, request for a lot.
Well, I think seasonal is really a good business decision.
Yeah.
Breweries will have seasonal beers. It'll last for 3 months, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then people get excited around it. Wait for them. I mean, it builds enthusiasm.
Yep.
It comes out there. Five.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a good business strategy.
Yeah. Like when all the blackberries are in season in August, we'll have a blackberry flavor. Yeah. Yeah. We've got a raspberry lemonade coming out next month in July. So just for summer, just in time for summer, and a pina colada as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's going to be really good. This is our classic Homer, just that classic donut. Again with those dye-free sprinkles. Yeah. So the name is Homer, and then the churro, which is also just fantastic. That cinnamon sugar, cane sugar sprinkle, and just a little vanilla bean drizzle on there.
Well, churros are an art, so I can't wait to test them.
Yeah. Yep.
So, when were these baked? This morning?
These were baked last night.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, why don't you show us where the magic happens?
Sure. Absolutely.
Matt, this looks hand done. Who did this for you?
Yeah, so this was a local artist. Her tag is right here, Sky Frost.
Sky Frost.
Yeah, she does incredible work for us. She came up with this. We kind of gave her what we were looking for, and then she came up with this, just a subtle way of saying that our donuts are plant-based, you know, and it's just it's
And plant-based.
Yeah. So all of our special releases that we do with Pegasus, the labels on them
That's detailed work.
are done, and so this is our pickleball blend, which just got released. So
Notes, mandarin orange, macadamia nut, Dr.
it is really delicious. Yeah, it
That's
is really, really
beautiful.
delicious. But yeah, it's
Great
fun.
graphics.
We wanted to really encapsulate the history of both of Pegasus and pickleball, starting on Bainbridge Island.
I can't think of a better marriage.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean the graphics are fantastic. Skyfrost does an awesome job. So all of our special releases, you'll see a special label besides, you know, just the solid band of color. And yeah, she's
So that's how
designed
you
those.
can tell it's a special release.
Yes.
I like it.
Yep.
Well, can you show us where the magic happens?
Absolutely.
I have a question. Do you have to have these molds specially crafted for you?
No, these are kind of a standard donut mold that we got. Yeah, but there's
Nice.
quite a few of them that we have.
Yeah, you would have to.
Yeah.
I mean, your
Yeah,
wholesale business, I hear, is just blown up.
Every donut is hand piped into these molds, and every donut is hand decorated.
You can tell. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I say it's
Yeah.
art.
There's a lot of love that's going into them.
That's what we love.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
You can see that out on display in the cafe.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that translates.
It does translate
Yeah.
very well.
That's awesome.
I love seeing someone use a pastry tube like that.
It has the patience to fill that plate.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's an
Absolutely.
art of its own.
Yep. It is. It is.
Although we've learned a little patience ourselves in this business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so those are convection ovens?
Yes. Yep. We
So-
have our double stack convection ovens there. Yep.
Do you have to pull them out and turn them around?
Yes. Yeah.
To get
It would
bacon?
in a perfect world, yeah, you should be able to just set them in and bake them, but that's
No such thing as a
such
perfect
thing.
world.
So yeah, they have to be rotated around, and yep. And yeah, tonight we'll probably be baking around maybe 85 to 90 dozen donuts. So dozen, yeah. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
it's a
your
big-
wholesale must have gotten really
it's a
big.
big bake
How
tonight, yeah.
may I ask how many wholesale customers you
Yeah,
have
so
now?
there's about 52 wholesale customers.
Oh my
that are-
goodness. And all out of this kitchen.
all coming from this kitchen right here. Yep.
So you started with this kitchen, but
Yep.
someone else had the front?
Yes, yeah, there was a previous tenant up front. We were subleasing the space back here, and then they ended up moving out of town and said, "Would you like to take over the lease?" And we needed more production space, and
Perfect timing.
And then also we made it a little cafe, and so now people can come, you know, to
Get
where
the-
they're baked and
Yeah.
and
That's
see it and-
important.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yep.
I got to tell you, you know how the movie theaters, they blow the popcorn smell out? Baking donuts, I think, is even better.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
How many people do you have in your operation right now?
So it's a small crew. There's 8 of us, including a driver that's delivering.
That's a lot of donuts for 8 people.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're dedicated.
it really is. Yep.
Well, I have been looking at these for a minute or two, and I'm trying not to drool. Let's go ahead and taste
Yeah,
it.
dig in.
So, shall we start with this one, Jeff?
Yeah.
This is the pistachio cream? No,
Lime pistachio.
lime
Yeah,
pistachio.
the glaze is lime, and then there's a coating of some pistachios there.
Oh my
The lime
goodness.
really pops on it too. It's
It's beautiful. It does pop.
Yeah.
And the longer it's on the palate, the longer the lime comes forward.
yep.
Oh, that's beautiful. Dense in a rich way, but not in a heavy way.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, the one it doesn't at all taste like a gluten-free donut.
No.
The one difference you can notice is the density of it. It's almost like a proper snack or mini meal. You know,
It
it's
is.
like
I can see that.
Yeah.
If I had one of your donuts, I
It's-
could go half a day.
Yeah.
And with that, you don't taste any oil because they're baked.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot healthier. Well, I want to try the churro next.
Yeah. Churro has quite a following too. That nice little cinnamon sugar. And
It's beautiful. And I lived in Mexico City when I was young, and I loved churros. And this is like the authentic flavor. This is beautiful.
oh, thank
I
you.
really like it.
Mexico City is an awesome place.
Yeah, you can taste the cinnamon.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially food-wise.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes. Yep.
What shall we try next, Jeff?
Almond Joy.
He just went right at it.
Almond, I've been watching it.
He was waiting.
Yeah.
He was waiting.
Yeah, I
for
could say
that
it.
one.
Now we gotta try this one because I love Almond Joy candy bars.
Oh my goodness, that's a candy bar in a lighter, better form.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's.
You nailed that one.
It came
Oh
out
my
really well.
goodness.
Yeah. Yep.
I've never had a donut like that before.
Yep. Initially, we were planning to do a vanilla drizzle, and then we changed it to a coconut drizzle, and it really pulls it together.
And a little coconut on the
Yeah,
top.
with the coconut and the almonds dashed on top. It just, yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Come back and finish that.
Oh, I don't think any of these are going in the trash. Shall we try this next?
Yeah, the Grandma Ann is also
So
has a little bit
Grandma
of
Ann?
yeah. Yeah, so this is that Earl Grey tea glaze
yeah.
with the strawberry jam on it. Yep.
Oh, the sweetness is distinct from the rest of it.
Yeah.
When you notice it,
It's
as
a little more
strong, unique
subtle.
flavor.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's delicious. I have to tell you, best donuts I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Really. And
Wow.
I've had a lot of donuts.
That is great to hear.
It is.
Oh.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I used to manage a store, and we had a scratch bakery,
Yeah.
and the Oriental baker would come out, try this, try this.
Oh, that's great.
It was great stuff, but these, bar none.
Oh, that's so great to hear. The Homer is absolutely a kid favorite. I don't know
Of
if
course.
you noticed while you've been here all the kids that say I want the Homer.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, that simple chocolate glaze is fantastic.
What I like is, some people will put a number of flavors together in a dish, baking, stew, whatever, and they muddy because they try and do it too much. Real masters layer the flavors in such that first you taste one, then the next, and that's what you've done.
Yeah.
These are beautiful. Oh, I have had my eye on that one, just like
double
he had his eye
chocolate
on
or
that.
triple chocolate.
I'm a chocolate fan, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
Look at how
the
rich
chocolate
that
does
looks.
not disappoint. If you're a chocolate fan, it's really, really good.
Oh my!
Yeah.
The richness in the
That with a latte, I mean,
it would be so perfect. Oh wait, that's you.
yeah, I can make one.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm having a hell of a good time here.
Glad to hear.
I highly
Glad to hear.
recommend people come to this
Yeah.
place.
It's fun to do a tasting. We've actually contemplated, we don't have it now, but we've contemplated doing mini versions of these and offering like a tasting menu. That would be
That is
that
a
would be fun to
wonderful
do.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just like they have samples of beers
Yep.
from brewers, I think you should do it.
Yeah.
It'd probably be hard. You have to adjust the baking time, and the quantity would be different.
We have different trays for the minis. We've done a few of the
yeah?
minis. We did them for Valentine's Day and for Mother's Day, just as a special one-off.
So when I get a hankering for one of these, like 10 minutes from now, where can I buy one? On the Olympic Peninsula. I know you service Seattle too.
Yeah, so they're all over. We'll start from the north, Bainbridge at our coffee house on Bainbridge at Pegasus Coffee House.
Pegasus, yeah.
And then as we go into Poulsbo, there is a few locations in there. Cafe Cocina.
Gosh.
There's 2 locations. They're in both locations. Birdie's Coffee, which is also kind of downtown. It used to be Viking Brew. New ownership now, Birdie's Coffee. Grind Star, which is near the Town and Country in
Okay.
Poulsbo.
Yeah.
And then as you go up a little bit more into Kingston, Over the Moon Coffee Roasters in Kingston has them. Yep.
Nice.
And then as you come down to Silverdale area, there's Move Nutrition
Okay.
in Silverdale, and then also Silver City Latte.
I like it.
And as you start to come down, what I call Bremmerdale, in between Bremerton and
That's
Silverdale.
pretty good.
Yeah. There's East Side Java there, and then there is Cupful.
So can people mail order through the internet?
There are a few select locations that have pre-order that are pre-order pickup locations. So you can go onto the website dudesvegandonuts.com,
Okay.
and you can select pre-order. There is a cutoff time, so if it is basically a full 24 hours ahead
Sure.
of when the bake starts at noon, so it needs to be in before noon the day before you want to pick them up. But yeah, you can pick them up at any of our partner locations.
Sequim
Now, not
or
every
Angeles?
single, not yet.
I'll see what we
Bit
can
of a hike to get them up there. And,
That's true.
You know,
It's a big drive.
yeah.
Hood Canal
but,
Bridge.
You know, definitely something we'd be open to doing as well. So, yeah. And then as you keep coming down, I mean, there's Bremerton, a few places, Gig Harbor, a few places also here in
Nice.
Port Orchard, and then Tacoma, a few spots, and even reaching all the way out to Sumner.
No wonder you have a dedicated driver.
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving.
Yep.
You guys are impressive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Matt.
Absolutely.
I have
Thank
really
you for
enjoyed this.
coming by. Yeah, great to meet you both.
And you have the quality that we like to feature. I'm just very happy we met you.
Glad to hear it. Yeah.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.